July 1518. Strasbourg. The height of summer. The air is thick, the grain is damp, and the world is about to break. It began with one woman, Frau Truffia. She didn't step out to celebrate. There was no music, there was no joy, just a grim, silent determination to move. She danced for 6 days. By the time her feet were a pulp of blood and leather, she wasn't alone. Within a week, 34 others joined her. Within a month, 400 souls were trapped in a rhythmic hell. This wasn't a party. It was a massacre. People were screaming in agony even as their legs refused to stop. They danced until their hearts burst. They danced until they dehydrated in the summer sun. The city's finest minds were baffled. The church whispered of demons, but the physicians had a scientific answer: hot blood. A humorous imbalance, and then came the greatest logic fail in medical history. The authorities decided the only way to cure the dancers was to keep them dancing. They built a stage. They hired professional musicians. They even paid strongmen to hold the exhausted upright so their feet could keep hitting the boards. They didn't cure the plague. They gave it an audience. When the bodies started piling up too fast to ignore, the city pivoted from science to superstition. They turned to Saint Vitus, the patron saint of dancers and epileptics. The afflicted were bundled into wagons and hauled to a mountaintop shrine. They were given crosses. They were stepped into red shoes blessed with holy water. And then, as suddenly as the fever had arrived, the music stopped. The streets of Strasbourg fell silent. Was it ergot poisoning from moldy bread? Was it a mass psychogenic breakdown fueled by famine and fear? Or was it something the modern world simply can't translate? Even today, we look back at the summer of 1518 and wonder, what happens when the mind snaps and the body refuses to listen?